All right, I'm finishing up just a few more things, and we're going to get going here in just a few minutes. Hey, CM, how are you doing? It's good to be back. Good to see you here. Glad you're here tonight. I'm going to get into why I've had an absence for the past few days here in just a little bit, but we're going to get going here in just a minute. Got the game spooling up here. Of course, getting my theme song ready, and that'll be playing here in just a second, so give me just another quick minute, and we're going to get going. All right, I believe we got everything ready, and of course we cannot start any stream without some theme music. Of course, this is my custom theme music that I personally made, but I am looking for some more theme music. If anybody's got a good idea, knows a composer who wants to throw some music my way, I am offering no money, but I'm offering a shout out in my streams, and I can guarantee that at least my grandma will see it and hear it. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get this going. All right, there we go. Now let's go ahead and switch over here. There I am, and I've got a hair on my microphone here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get back into City Skylines, and my volumes might have to be adjusted if I am too loud. If the game's too loud, let me know, and we can get that taken care of right away. So we're going to go ahead, and we're going to go load game. I don't remember. Sapper is cheating. There it is. That's exactly what we're doing. We're going to Sapper is cheating here. That is the name of this town because I am, in fact, cheating. Infinite money and unlock all milestones. So we are working on a tiered city is what we're doing. Let me bring this camera. There we go. Just a little bit more in front of me. And we started from the top, and we're working our way down. Let's see. That's a little bit loud in my head. Let's turn that down on my end. And I shut the fog off. Let's do that again. Let's see. Options, gameplay. I thought. Okay. Oh, it's already off. I don't understand why there's fog then. Maybe it's just distance. I don't know. But anyway, this is what we have of our city so far. We started up here with a tiered. This is a 3x3 square. And then we moved out here to a 5x5 square. Then we moved it out a little bit more, and now we are at a 7x7 square. The very next one will, of course, be a 9x9 square. And you can see how we're tiering it down. It's hard to see. There we go. From that angle, you can kind of see how it's going down every single time. So what we need to do now is we need to take a look. I'm trying to decide exactly where we're at. Okay. We are going to level out, and we're going to, yeah, we'll leave it like it is. We're going to choose this level right here, and we're just going to go ahead and level this out here. Now let's go large brush. There we go. Level it out. Boom. And we're going to take it and go back, and this is the way we've been doing this to try to get it pretty much perfect. What I'm doing is I'm going here, I'm grabbing it, I'm dragging it 1. Whoops, that's not what I'm doing. Go back. I'm dragging it 1, but I'm going down 1 right there. If you go 2, it's too much of a slope. So we're going down 1. And I canceled out of it rather than, there we go. And we're going down 1, and let's do it right this time. Boom! There we go. So now what I do is I then go back to my landscaping tools, and I take this down a little bit. There we go. I'm going to have to make sure it's a little bit lower. There we go. And then I go back to the roads. I get rid of this road. Boom. And then that gives me that. So then I can place this road over and down 1, and that should be exactly where I want my next tier to be. Should. There's a huge emphasis on should there. So then I go back to my leveler right here, and I'm going to go small to make sure I get the exact spot I want. Boom. That's the up and down. Dang it. Oh well, that'll work anyway. We want the leveler, and we're going to go like that and choose that. So now we're going to go back to large for now. Yeah, we're going to go back to large for now, and we'll level it all out right there. Okay, now we've gone back in there, and that's why I wasn't using large before, but we'll go to medium here. And it's going to level all this out at the same level as this right here. So we're going to take that, and we're just going to eat away at this like this. And we're going to try not to get it back in here. It's okay if it does a little bit. For my OCD's sake, we'll probably go back in and correct that anyway. But it's okay if it does. It's okay if it does. And then we'll just continue this going here. And we'll bring it down further like that, like so. And we'll kind of push it up against that wall there. Or up against the road. See, the road, what we're using that road as a, what's the word I'm looking for? We're using that road as an outline. See how we're matching it right up with that road right there. There we go. So then we're going to come in here, and we're going to cut this part out. Again, we don't want it to get in here, but if it does, you can see I did a little bit there, a little bit there. It's okay if it does. It's not ideal, but it is okay. So we've got that cut. We're going to go over here, and we're going to do the same thing over here using this medium brush, just so we can get a little bit closer without really having to worry about it too much going underneath the road, because that's what we don't want, is we don't want it going underneath the road. And I'll just keep it going like this all the way around. Then eventually I'll switch to my large brush, and we'll make sure that it goes out far enough to put another road down. There we go. And at some point, I'll have to go grab some more dirt, some more soil. You can see some of the lines here aren't exactly perfect, but that's fine. The people they should be able to build in there and be okay. So it should work fine the way I want it to. If it doesn't, we'll go back in and we'll fix it. It really is that simple. We'll just go back in and be like, hey, you know what, made a mistake here. Oh, see, I got too close in there. So, but yeah, we'll go back in. If we look and we see that it's not going to work out the way we wanted it, we'll just go back in and we'll change it. It's that easy. It's no big deal, no big loss. Now we're going to go ahead and go to the large brush here. And this is going to use our dirt quickly. Okay, so now we're going to have to go, and we're going to go back here. Fortunately, what I've done is I've gone over here, and I have made a quarry. Look at this. I have taken this whole area. We're on the big brush already. There we go. All right, and let's see here. I don't know why it's so slow again. I was talking about this last time. The brush right now, it's going so slow. Look how slow my soil availability is there we go, is going up. At some point tonight, I pretty much guarantee all of a sudden it'll just go up a lot quicker, and it'll be just so much faster. I don't understand why. It's just the way it is, I guess. But it'll do that. It'll just cut right in it like a hot knife through butter, and it'll be much better. We're going to go ahead and we're going to fill our soil availability all the way up. And of course, every tier that we do on the city, this part of it gets easier and easier because we're lower to the ground. But then I guess, of course, we are actually going further out. So, you know what? I might be totally wrong on that. I haven't done the math. But now that I think of it, we're going out, you know, more than we're going down. So it actually might use a larger volume every single time, now that I think of it. So yeah, I may be completely and totally wrong with that. So, alright, so we're going to do this, and we're just going to go ahead and go over here. And yeah, it's going so slow to fill this all out. But again, you know, we just got to do what you got to do. I wish I could make it quicker, and it will go quicker. All of a sudden, it'll just be like, okay, hey, you know what? We're going to go quick. I don't understand it, but it'll do that suddenly. Go ahead and grab that and bring it over here a little bit more. Now, what we're doing here, and I'll let you know, is we're actually, the top of here is going to be our power, or our waste facility, is what this is. We're going to have waste facilities up here that will pour into a pond right here. Then, that will go through a dam that will then fall right here, which will then go through a dam that will fall right here, which will then go through a dam, and all those dams will be generating power. Hopefully, the idea is that it will generate power for the whole city, and we'll find out if that's a realistic thing or not. You know, I think it will, but it'll definitely generate power. The idea, though, is that it generates for the whole city, and we will find out about that after a bit. You know, once we, and that did, unfortunately, that did end up digging in, but I think we're okay there. I think we're going to be fine, and that's the wrong spot to put that anyway. I want it over here. That's where I wanted it. There we go. Alright, so then we will go back to this, go back to the leveler, and we'll level it out on this side here. And we'll just do this all the way around. And again, we need more soil, so we'll go here. And, you know, I don't understand why it's, you know, if I has no, what's what I'm looking for? No bearing. Zooming in has no bearing, it seems. But like I was saying last time, I'll just choose the large one, and eventually, just all of a sudden it goes fast. Let me go to the medium, and go back to the large. Nope. Just all of a sudden, it'll go crazy and be fine, and go super fast. I don't understand why it does that. But that's just the way it is. I don't know if that is a glitch, a design flaw. I don't know what it is. But that is the way it is right now. So, yeah, but like I said, it'll eventually get quicker. But, okay, anyway, and it looks like my computer's doing fine. That's great. Looks like my computer's doing fine. These last few days, I have been having some issues with my computer and its speed and things like that. I thought it was a virus at first. The way it was acting, but never found a virus. Eventually, and I love this program. I am not endorsed by them. I should be after this. But I love this program. It is a program called Advanced System Care. Alright, and Advanced System Care is a program that does so many things. I'm running it this second, actually. But what it does is it does a great many things for your computer. It checks for out-of-date drivers, first of all, and you know it'll fix that for you. It will do a scan of of your computer. It'll scan for viruses. It will do a scan for registry fragments. It'll do a scan for bad shortcuts. It'll do a scan for programs that you've deleted that have leftover files and get rid of those. It'll do a privacy, it'll do a privacy scan and get rid of all your cookies from websites and your histories and anything like that. Then another thing it will do is you can turn on this, and it's just called a boost. In fact, I've got it up here right now. It's just called Turbo Boost. But if you turn that on, it will kill non-essential apps and services that's running in your Windows. And then it'll actually tell you how much RAM has been released by killing those apps. In my case, it stopped 9 apps and it released 206.47 megabytes of RAM. So it gives me that RAM that, then my computer can use that for other things. So that's one of the things I love about it. But if I take a look at this, and this is again advanced system care. But yeah, when you go to the thing, it'll scan for startup optimization. So it'll say, okay, it'll show you all your startup programs programs that start up automatically, and it will say, okay, do you want this to run? Do you want this to run? Etc. Etc. Like I said, it does a privacy sweep, junk file clean, shortcut fix, a registry clean, spyware removal, something they call Internet Boost. I'm not sure what that is supposed to do. I don't know if it. My guess is it kills like all your internet plugins that you have and things like that, disables those to make your internet run faster. It's got a system optimization, which is basically a defragmentation and stuff like that. Now it's got something called a vulnerability fix, which I never use because all it is just making sure that your Windows is up to date with your firewall and things like that. Then it's got something called disk optimization, and again I think that has to do with a disk defrag. So it does all that stuff for you, and then like I said, you can go ahead and turn it on where it kills your apps and things, and then it will just bring this all the way down here, and then it will speed up your computer by giving you back that RAM. So I love that program. Anyway, that's what I'm using right this second, and it seems to be helping my computer immensely. It really does. And at first I was a little paranoid because this is the computer that a while back I had some bad sectors on my hard drive. And that was horrible. I had some bad sectors on my hard drive, so the startup took forever. When the computer first started up, my CPU would be running at 100% for like 15-20 minutes at startup. And then it would be okay for a while, but certain programs, and I discovered it was the programs that had files stored on those bad sectors of the hard drive, would also cause the computer to suddenly be using 100% CPU, and it would lock up the computer. And it would be locked up until I force restarted it. So that was interesting, So I eventually had to have that changed, and I got to give a shout out to Hewlett Packard for doing such a good job there. All I did was I called their customer service. They gave me tech support, and I told them exactly what was going on and the error code, and they said, yeah, you've got bad sectors on your hard drive. And they said, what's your name and address, and what is the the model number, things like that. I gave that to them, and they shipped me out a new hard drive, just like that. Really no real questions asked, other than how to get it to me. It got here, I switched it out, then I sent them the old one back, and did not have any issues. Loved it. I mean, they hey, thank you for the follow, Commander Root. I appreciate that. Every follow helps. But yeah, so I gotta give them props. I gotta give Hewlett Packard props for doing that for me and really helping me out. Now, I did lose a lot of files, though. The ones that were in the bad sectors, I couldn't make a backup disk or, backup drive. So now I have learned my lesson. All my YouTube videos and things like that, I back up to an external drive in case something like that happens again. So I lost, and that's why I actually didn't finish doing, I had a game, what was it, Thief. I think I was playing on the Xbox at the time for YouTube. I was making videos, and I ended up not finishing that series because I ended up losing all that data. And yeah, it was just, that sickened me. I was just like, yeah. And I didn't want to go back and replay the game because I had like 7 days in advance pre-recorded. And so, I mean, we're talking about, at a minimum, 3.5 hours of play, plus whatever I would have cut out for the video. So we're talking, 4.5 hours of play that I had played the game, and I didn't want to go back and replay the game and video it because I wanted all my reactions in the video to be sincere. If there was a surprise, etc. like that, I did not want that to be insincere, so I just killed the series and never finished that. But then, of course, I ended up going back and doing Destiny 2, which I finished that entire series. That felt good. Got that done. You can check out that whole series, and the first couple of videos in that series are a little rough, but then I figured out what settings to do and things like that, and I ended up with a pretty good video quality for that video series, playing Destiny 2. I ended up playing a Warlock through the entire story, so if you've not played Destiny 2 and you want to check that out, feel free to find that on my YouTube channel. And if you're not watching me on YouTube right now, of course, my YouTube channel is under the username SapperWoody, as are all my channels. Of course, on Twitch, it's SapperWoody83, but if you search for SapperWoody, you'll find me. But one of the things I have neglected to do that I need to go back and do, I started a series, 2 series, actually. I started Halo 5. No. I take that back. I did not start Halo 5. I got the Master Chief edition of Halo, which has Halo 1, 2, 3, and 4, I believe, in it. So I started that, and I have not finished it. I need to go back and I need to finish that in YouTube. So that's something I need to do. The other series is Sherlock Holmes, Crimes and Punishments. I have not finished that series. So I need to go back and I need to do those, release those to YouTube. Those will likely never be played live. Those will likely be recorded and sent straight to YouTube. Eventually what I'm going to be doing, of course, I'm trying to become a Twitch affiliate. And eventually what I'll be doing is I will be live streaming to Twitch, and I will have YouTube for my recorded videos, my pre-recorded stuff. So my goal is to release one video, and I'm not there yet. But my goal is to live stream every day, or at least, Monday through Friday on Twitch, and then release a YouTube video every day as well. So that's my eventual goal, and that's what I'm working towards. And that'll become more of a reality once I do finally become a Twitch affiliate, which is why, I see a couple people are watching on YouTube right now, which is why I do say, hey, if you're watching on another platform, that's fine, but eventually I'm going to be switching over to purely Twitch. So, yeah, I got a dog barking. Likely one of my girls got too excited upstairs and the dog decided to bark at her. That's usually what happens. But, so yeah, like I said, eventually I'll be moving totally to Twitch. So I do urge you to check me out there so you don't lose me once I do. I don't want it to do that. Will this, nope. So I'm going to have to go like this. There we go. We want it to be right there. Take this over here, And in fact, you know what I'm going to do real quick is I have... let me see, is this it? Nope. Nope, that's not it. Okay, that's Delta V. We're going to change that. We're going to change that pop-up that just popped up in your upper right corner there. And we are going to change that to my Twitch is twitch.tv/SapperWoody83. And what we'll do is we will then take that in there, bring it in there so you guys can see that a little bit better, and make it smaller. There we go. So now you guys can see that. And so if you're watching on another platform, like I said, I urge you to actually go check me out on Twitch, because my goal is to become a Twitch affiliate. And once I do, I will only be able to live stream to Twitch. Everything else will be pre-recorded. Because of the way that, that Twitch works. Okay, so... Alright, we're going to go ahead and do this. There we go. And we need to finish the road over here, which goes like this. We'll finish this. And we'll finish right here to here. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. That's not where it goes. It goes right here to here. And do we have them all done? I believe so. I believe we do. Yes, looks like we're good on this one. So now, again, we're going to go ahead and, like I showed you at the beginning, we're actually going to bring this up here, and we're going to level this out to start with. Then we're going to go back to this. See, eventually, we'll be all the way down here on the ground, like this, alright? Then we will connect it to the highway, okay? That is what we're eventually going to do. We're going to connect it to the highway. Maybe over here. Somewhere we will connect it to the highway. And once we do that, then people will start moving in. Of course, I will have to, you know, put my stuff here and everything. But so people will start moving in. Anyway, that's not what I wanted to do. I made the same mistake earlier. I want to actually go over one and down one. And I keep doing that. Why do I keep doing that? Over one and down one. There we go. Then I'll go back here, and I'll bring this down here. Then we'll go back to the road. We'll get rid of the road. Why is it not getting rid of the road? There we go. Boom. So then we can take the road and go back down, and it should be right where we want it. Okay, so then we're going to go ahead and take this again, go to our small one, grab it right there, go back to the large one, and we're going to level everything according to that. Now, you know what? I'm going to keep it on the large this time. And it does look like our speed sped up. Thank goodness. Not enough soil. Let's go ahead and go grab some soil. Thank goodness our speed is up. Let's check it and see if it works. Yeah, much faster. For those of you who've been watching this whole time, you can tell our speed on this is much faster. I don't know why, but it just suddenly becomes much faster. I've never figured that out. That looks like this is going to look a lot like a ziggurat. For those of you who know what a ziggurat is. For those of you who don't, read a book. And go outside, play, read a book, learn, have fun, live life. Don't just sit here watching guys play video games. But for those of you who do know, hey, you're welcome to stick around because you already know. And yeah, so it looks a lot like a ziggurat. And but yeah, this is much faster. I love this. Once it goes faster like this, it really does make a huge difference. So you know, really what this is, like I said, we're going to have you know, waste up here pouring down like this. So essentially, we are going to have a poop-powered city, and I don't want that to do that. I want it to be over here. I do that every single time. So yeah, we're going to have a poop-powered city, which is awesome, hilarious, and that's one of the main reasons I'm doing it this way, just so I can say poop-powered city. I mean, how funny is that? The city that runs on poop. But it is. That's how it's going to be. Our waste sewage is going to go through that. Going to go through the dams that are going to be up there, and yeah, we will have ourselves. That, and be awesome. Okay. Let's see what we got here. You know, one thing I wonder. I wonder something. I wonder if I can somehow flood this whole area. Like, because the water's flowing from here, okay? If I were to build a dam around this whole area and not let the water flow out, I wonder if it would eventually fill up the area or if it would always just stay this exact level. I would assume it would stay this level right here. Which we might actually, I can't tell, you know, my visual trigonometry is not that great, but it looks like we'll be ending up somewhere over here. So we're going to be in the water as we do this. It looks like, anyway. It looks like to me. Maybe I'm wrong, but you know, that's just what it looks like to me. We'll see. Okay, that might be good enough. Is that good enough? It is good enough. We'll bring it all the way down here. Grab it right there. Come up here. Grab it there, and boom, we're good to go. Is that straight? It is straight. It looked like it was crooked for some reason. So we'll go ahead and go back here, and we'll grab some more soil. And again, this is going so much faster. It makes it so much easier. Makes it a whole lot easier. Alright, is that going to spill over yet? Okay, it is barely spilling over. That's what I wanted it to do. I wanted it to barely spill over, so it just for fun, it took forever to fill this. So it would take forever to fill this whole area up. You know, it probably will anyway. Let's just cut it in. There we go. Now it's definitely spilling in, and we just created a quarry lake. You know, a lake or a strip mine lake, basically. Okay, and we'll go ahead and go back here. Bring it out here. Go far enough for this to be one out. There we go. And again, we'll do the same thing on this side as we have been doing. We'll just even this all the way out, all the way across. Not enough soil. Okay. So we're already out of soil. Holy cow. Alright, come over here. See what's going on over here. Yeah, the water is pouring in. It's not pouring in fast. It is taking its time. Yes, I know those colored bars indicate demand for buildings by their zone types. I just don't want to put any zones yet. What I want is to be left alone. I could probably turn the tooltips off. I just have not done so yet. Alright, here we go. And throw this here. See, now it's not such a huge deal doing this part now that the soil's being picked up and being put down so quickly. It really isn't. It was a chore before, but it's not a big deal now that it's being picked up so quickly. This will go. And this city, by the way, we're not going to finish this tonight. There's no way we're finishing this tonight. We're just going to get it start. We're going to continue it. You know, we might finish it tomorrow night. That might be when we finish it. We'll just have to see what happens and how far we get tonight. I'm not sure how long I'm going to be on tonight. Again, I may be on for, you know, half hour more. I may be on for 2.5 hours more. I may be on for 3, 4, 5 hours more. Right now, I'm kind of leaning towards about another half hour. That's just kind of what I'm leaning towards right now. Just, you know, full, you know, hour to an hour and a half of stream time. That's whoops, that's too much. That's what I'm leaning to right now. Just about an hour to an hour and a half total of stream time, and which is not bad. You know, I like to do a little bit more, but you know, it all depends on you guys, really. If you guys are having fun watching me and you're really into it, then you know, we'll keep going. If you guys like it, we'll keep going. If you're not liking it, you're not into it, yeah, then we won't. Then we'll stop after just a simple hour of doing the live stream. But all right, bringing this over. I love how quickly it's going with the soil now. Also, I love the water starting to pour in. It's going to take forever to fill this up, but it's going to be awesome when it does, just because it'll look cool. It'll look pretty aesthetically pleasing. I think. All right, nope, we're bringing that down too much. You know, see those lines developing on the other side of the road. That's what we don't want. A little bit's okay, but we really don't want those lines. But you know, for the sake of speed, I will take them, and we can go back and correct them at some point if we want. If we need to, we can just go back and correct them. There we go. We'll put one more of these, and then I do believe that you know what we got to do. I think we're going to be stuck the same way we were. Yeah, on the other side. Got to cut this out to get it exact. That just like last layer, this is what happened, and I had to go back and do the Go back and do this right here. There we go. Go back and do this right here. Oh, that never got pulled out. Wow. Let me go back in here, and let me take the small brush and level this out. Now, I'm using the small brush because I don't want it to, again, go past the road. And it still is to a degree, but not too bad. Okay. Now I'll go back to the road here. Grab it right here. Wait, did that go up? It did slightly. I don't want that. There we go. It's not what I wanted. Yeah, there we go. We want it to cut into there, not... Ah, crap. Didn't go far enough. We want it to cut into the sand, not go up onto... Or the dirt, not go up onto it. I do wonder, can I just do this? Oh, it curves. Nice. That's awesome. Anyway, that's not what I'm looking at right now anyway. So, to continue the pattern, here we go. We're going to go back here. Go back to large and level. Not enough soil. Looks like we're going to go back to the quarry here. Ooh. There we go. There we go. Following the plan. That's pretty cool. I mean, that's pretty detailed for this. I don't know why it's there exactly. I don't have an airport. But that's pretty detailed for what the game is and what it needs. It doesn't need it to be that detailed. I'm going to bring this all the way over here to this other river at some point. This is not going to go straight to that river, but it's going to go... Oh, I guess it's not, actually, because of this right there. That's going to keep me from going all the way to that river. Okay, so back here, we are leveling it out. Bring it up here. Boom. Okay. Go back to the roads, and again, we're starting the same process over. We're going to go over, and we're going to go down one. And we're going to zoom in, so there we go. And we're going to go down one, we're going to hit accept, not cancel, like I have done every single time so far. We'll bring this down some. Then we'll go ahead and grab this. And we'll kill this. Boom. And we'll go back to it again. Boom. So it's actually, yeah, we're making a pretty decent slope here. So it's actually working pretty well, I believe. Okay, so we'll go back here to the level, grab this small one, zoom way in, make sure we grab the right spot. Go back to a large brush. Yep, go back to the large brush. There we go. And we will continue exactly what we've been doing right here. Going along this line. Trying to... I'm zoomed in a little bit. I'm trying again to not make it to where it goes... Not enough soil. Where it goes under the road. There we go. Okay, that's not quite, Is that gonna spill over now? It will. It's barely spilling over. Perfect. Now it'll close in from the other side. I want it to still be barely doing it, but I did want it to spill on the other side too. I just, you know, I think it's cool what's going on here. And I just like it. Does that end up crossing the river? If not, it does right there. So here's what we're going to do. Oh, nice. It's filling in all the way to over here now. That's awesome. And it's pretty cool. All right, so we're going to go back here. Come over here. I don't want it to spill over right there. Okay, too much soil now. Went from not enough to too much. Okay, so we'll go back here. Way too far that time. Okay. And we'll go ahead and go down here like this. Boom. You know what? We're going to go ahead and just cut this in like so. That way I don't have to worry about... Oh, that's what's messed up. And I gotta come from this side. I was like, why in the world is that not lining up? But I understand why now. Maybe you do too. Okay. Come back here and go like... Ooh, not quite enough. Because I want to make sure that there's plenty of room. There we go. So we'll bring it over here like this, bring it there, and we'll go one. Boom. And we will then grab this, and we'll continue. Let's try it. Not enough soil. Of course not. Again, I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure. You know, we could go ahead and grab all of this on this side. Because why not? Which means I could have went ahead and had that connected. Oh well. Okay, soil's full. There we go. When it goes that saving, it glitches there for a second. Not glitches, but it freezes for a second there. Not enough soil already. You know, I do think it's taking more and more soil. I think our volume of soil every time is becoming greater. So I do think that, I do think that the lower we go, we're actually using a, like I said, a higher volume of soil. A lot of soil. A lot of soil. I mean, if this were a real life project, it'd be insane. It'd be a pretty cool project, but yeah, it'd be insane. Let's go ahead and do this here. Basically, we're just, you know, we're widening the river. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. We're just going to go ahead and widen the river. Okay. Now we should be good to go right here. Yes. More than enough. Boom. Not good enough to go over here yet, though. So we're going to continue this right here. That should be good. It is. Alright. Then again, we'll just continue this side. So we might not even... Wow, we might... Not only are we not going to have the city finished tonight, we might not even reach the ground tonight. Holy cow. This is taking a lot longer than I had previously anticipated. And so, yeah, it might take a lot longer than I had anticipated. I guess we'll see. We'll just have to check and see if I can get it done tonight or not. We're not playing until something happens. We're seeing what happens while we play. That's what we're doing. So we're not playing until it's finished. We're gonna see if we can finish while we're playing. We'll eventually finish the city, just not this stream. Just not this stream. Now we've got this incredible water power down here. And of course it's filling in over here as well. How far has it come over here? It's barely come anywhere. So the water level here should eventually normalize, I believe. It should eventually normalize. If not, that would be very interesting to see what happens. But, you know, you never know. We'll see, we'll see. But like I said, it should eventually normalize. So. Okay. So let's go ahead and grab here. Go down one. There we go. All the way across to this. Here and grab it like that. Then we'll go ahead and go one there. Yeah. Okay. And we will go back to the dirt. Boom. And we will go across. Nearly done with this level of the ziggurat. Not quite, but nearly. There we go. That was funny. He said too much soil that time because it wanted to pull some soil out rather than put some up. But oh well. Not enough soil. We're like right there too. Where did I go? Right here. That's what I'm looking for. Right here. Trying again to make the river very wide. We're just going to go ahead and... No, we're not. Not this time. Okay. We're just going to go ahead, because we know we're going to bring it out here anyway. Might as well bring it out like that. Okay. And this is going to come out one more like this. all the way across, like that. This will come down here, and then this will, nope, I do it every time, but it's gonna be that one. Excuse me. Alright, I did not want to check that. I'm going to check that right there. Click that button. It's not clicking. Why is that button not clicking? Oh well. Oh well. And it looks like I'm having some issues since that button's not clicking. Will it clear up? Again, like I said, I've been having a little bit of issues with my computer, which is why I haven't been here for several days. And it looks like we might be getting better. Okay. It looked like it was going to go bad for a second, but we're going to be okay for now. There we go, and then we'll go back to the evener. We'll go small. Grab the exact one that I want. Go back to large, and we'll do it all again. Grab this here. Alright, so it looks like, yeah, this stream isn't actually at the quality that I want it to be, unfortunately, and it's because of the computer issues that I have been having. So that's what's going on. And wait a second, what's that water doing? How'd it get in there? That shouldn't have been able to get in. That's hilarious. Like, how's that water getting in there? Let's take a look on this side and see how far the water... What the heck? Where'd this water go? Did it get... I think it got too thin and evaporated, because look at the water level here. It was no longer coming in. Until the water normalizes over here. It's gonna be spilling in over here. Okay. But until the water normalizes up here, look how low it is. It's very, very low. Until it normalizes, it's not going to be high enough to... I mean, this bridge was barely over the water. And so it's not going to be high enough to spill. Okay. But anyway, you know what? I tell you what, I've already been on for about an hour. And yeah, I'm still, I can tell by looking at it, I'm still having a little bit of issues. Not as bad as it was. I mean, it's watchable, but I just want to have a higher quality stream. And I can tell by you guys' chat that you're not really into this right now. So thank you for those who did come out and watch. Thank you for your support and everything you've done to help. I appreciate it. For that follow that I got earlier, I greatly appreciate that. Thank you all for coming out. But we're going to go ahead and call it here. So thank you for watching. We will be back on tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. And as always, I'm Sapper Woody, and it's been fun.